So I had some questions about connection streams in the Intel communities, so I thought I would do just a quick video here to show you how those work. The connection streams show up on your home page. So if you click on Home, you'll notice you come over to a page that has an activity stream, and you'll see a couple of other streams under that: connection stream, email watches, and an inbox. There's also actions. I'm not going to cover that in this video. The activity stream is kind of an unfiltered view of everything that's going on the Intel communities. But you can follow different parts of the community, maybe a forum or people or whatever. So if we go down here to the connection stream, you'll see just the things that I'm following here. And all the connection streams are editable. So I can go in and decide what places I want to follow. You can use the follow button when you're in a community to follow it. And by default, the connection stream is the place where you follow everything. You'll notice in this one, I've followed one place called graphics. And that's it. So let me click done. So this is my connection stream. Everybody gets that by default. You can't delete it, but you can edit what's in it. I have another stream called email watches, and this is left over. It used to be a default stream in older versions of the software. I created this user several years ago. So I have this other default stream. You won't have one called email watches, but you could always create one. That's not a problem at all. And you'll see that there's no recent activity from things you are following is my update here. And if we looked at my stream that says edit stream, you'll notice I'm not following any places and I'm not following any people, which is what the problem is. You can also create as many streams as you need to follow things. I'm going to call this one Mark's new stream. And I'm going to pick some places to follow. So I'm going to go into edit stream. And I'm going to add graphics. And I'm going to add Intel Wide-Eye. I'm going to add Intel Nook. And I'm going to add Intel Compute Stick. I'm also going to go over to people, and I think there's a guy out there called Intel Ken. See if I remembered that name right. Maybe not. Maybe it was Ken Intel. Let's try it that way. Okay. Not doing so good. So let me just try Ken. Probably coming up with too many items here. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Point is, if there was a user that I wanted to follow here, I could search on it here, and I could add people too. The difference is when I try to add people, okay, now they're coming up here. If I want to add people, and I don't see the particular Ken that I was looking for, so I don't want to add these other people, but and as you can see, things are running a little slow for some reason. All right, if you add somebody, they have to prove it before you can follow them. That's what would happen if I clicked on add here. I'm not going to do it because I don't want the guy to be notified and say, who is that and what are you doing? So I'll be nice to him and not add it there. But when I get done, I can click on done. And now I have content in the stream, Mark's new stream. If I were in a community, let's go ahead and browse to the support communities, and let's say I was down here in the graphics community. You'll notice I'm already following it in 2 streams, but this is the place where you can follow spaces and places when you're already there, you just use this follow button. And you'll notice I'm following it on Mark's new stream. You saw me add it there, and it was the only item in my connection stream. One of the other places I could follow this stuff is in my inbox, and we'll get to that in a second too. So I'm going to check inbox. I'm going to say done. There was an option, I don't know if you noticed, there was also an option that says stop following. That'll basically uncheck everything. Then you click done, and you won't be following in anything. So I'll go back to the home. There is a option in these streams to set one of the streams as your home stream. That may or may not work. I've had problems getting it to work. I haven't tried logging out and logging back in, or deleting my cache. That might work, but you're supposed to be able to change your home page to one of the streams. Right now my home always takes me to activity. The inbox doesn't have very much in it, but as new things happen out in the graphics community now, they would show up on the inbox here. The only things I have are some test messages. Usually you have the unread only checked, and something new would show up on here. And as soon as you read it, it will disappear off the list. So the difference between the stream is a stream. It's just a constant feed of what's going on. The inbox stays in your inbox unread until you actually see it. So if there's something you want to make sure you don't miss, you can follow that person or that place in your inbox. Another thing about these streams, I can configure several of them. Maybe I want to follow some things in one stream and other things in another stream. And maybe I don't want the stream anymore. I can pick delete the stream, prompts me once to be sure that I want to delete it, and poof, it's gone again. One other thing I should show you when you're editing these streams, I have this one called email watches. So things I want to get emails on, I'll probably put it in this one. This works on any stream though. It doesn't have to be one called email watches. This is just a name. If you notice, it would let me edit the name to email stuff or anything else that I want to put on it, right? And there's an option here. It says email updates off or on, so I can turn them on. And then anything that went into email stuff would send an email to my registered email address, and I could respond to it via email, or at least know that there was something new in this email watch stream. But there's nothing in here right now, so I won't get anything. Also, I don't really want to turn on email updates for the stream yet. Yeah, I'll leave it on. Doesn't really doesn't matter whether I leave it on or off since there's nothing here, right? So going back to done, and it's just as empty as before. The only one you can't delete is this connection stream. You notice I can edit it, I can set it as home, but I cannot delete that one. Everybody has to have that default connection stream. I hope this is helpful in explaining what the streams do. Have a great day.